Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss one of the disk scheduling algorithm, first come first serve. So by name itself it tells first come first serve. So here what is coming first, in the sense in disk scheduling we are going to access the data information in tracks. In the disk there are number of tracks available, tracks and sectors. We are going to access the tracks. So here the input is the track numbers, and one input is track numbers, available track numbers or the desired track numbers we are going to access, and another one is the starting position of the head. Okay, see, here there is a queue given, the queue having some numbers. These are the numbers of the tracks in the disk, and the disk head starts at the position 53. So from 53, using this algorithm we can traverse to the desired track positions. How we can traverse? Means the name itself, first come first serve. What is the track number available in the queue? Based on the order we are moving. From 53 we are moving to the first number available in the queue. From there we can move to the next number available in the queue. Like that we can move up to the end track number available in the queue. Okay. See, so here I am drawing one graph from 0 to 199, because here the track numbers are in between this 0 to 199. Okay, and the head starts at 53. So 53 is the starting position of the head. From 53 we have to move to which track number? Based on FCFS we go to the first available track number in the queue. So from 53 you can move to 98. So if you observe here, from 53 we can move to 98. Okay, so this is the first move. I am marking the number of moves. Okay, so from 53 to 98. Then from 98, now the head is at 98 position. So what is the next number available? From 98, next track number is 183. From 98, 183. So this is the second move. So from 183, next 37. So 183 is here, 37 is here. So the head comes backward. So this is the third move. Okay. Now from 37, the next number is 122. So from 37, 122. This is the fourth move. From 122, the next number is 14. So the from 122 come back 14. So this is the fifth move. Okay. So from 14, 124, 14 to 124, this is the sixth move. From 124 again 65. So 124 is here, 65 is here. This is the seventh move. Okay. So from 65, 67. So 65 to 67, this is the eighth move. So there are total 8 moves from 53 to 67. Okay. So here the head starts at 53 position. That means at the starting stage the head is at 53. So these are the number of tracks we are going to visit available in the ready queue. By using FCFS algorithm, we start from the head position and go to the whatever the first track number available in the queue, we move to that number. From there, the next number. So likewise, you complete all the track numbers. Okay. So by using FCFS algorithm, we can move the head like this. Okay. Now, see, illustration shows total head movements of 640 tracks. So from this diagram, we can calculate how many tracks the head is moving. So from 53 to 67, how many tracks this head is moving, we can easily calculate. So how can we calculate? See, initially it is at 53. Then from 53, what is the first move? From 53 to 98. So if you subtract 53 from 98, you will get the number of tracks available or number of tracks traversed in the first move. In the same way, from 98 to 183, this is the second move. 183 minus 98 tells the number of tracks traversed by the head in the second move. Like that, third move, 183 minus 37. Fourth move, 37 and 122. So 122 minus 37. Fifth move, 122 minus 14. Sixth move, 124 minus 14. Seventh move, 124 minus 65. Eighth move, 67 minus 65. Okay. Now we will see. This is the first move, 98 minus 53. 98 minus 53. Next move, 183 minus 98. Second move, 183 minus 98. Third move, 183 minus 37. Fourth move, 122 minus 37. Fifth move, 122 minus 14. Sixth move, 124 minus 14. Seventh move, 124 minus 65. Eighth move, 67 minus 65. Now we will get 640. So by using FCFS algorithm, in this example, the head moves 640 tracks. Okay. Now how can you calculate the seek time? Seek time is the time required for the starting position, from the starting position of the head to the desired track. So we are traveling 640 tracks. Let us say there is 1 millisecond for traversing one track. Here 640 tracks are there. For 640 into 1, 640 milliseconds time is required. That is the seek time of this example by using the FCFS algorithm. So see, this implementation is very easy. So whatever the order available in the queue, these numbers are the track numbers, or sometimes they give cylinder numbers, whatever it is. So based on the order, we are moving from first position to second, second to third, like that. In addition to this queue, we need one more input, that is head position, head starting position. From this position we start, and the last queue entry is the end position. If you want to find out the number of tracks available, so you can easily subtract the starting and ending point of the moves, or else you can do one more thing. So here I am starting at 53. This is in one direction. I am going to 183. Okay. So 98 minus 53, 183 minus 98. Instead of doing these two operations, I can directly write 183 minus 53. See, there is a third move, it's okay. Fourth, okay. So like that you can reduce the number of operations. Anyhow, you will get the same answer, 640 tracks. If you know the time for moving one track position, then you can easily calculate the total number of time, total seek time. Okay. And coming to the advantages, the implementation part is very easy because we are using the queue data structure, and there is no starvation for this algorithm. That means waiting time, because the head is moving forward direction, backward direction, again forward. It looks like zigzag manner. So that is only the problem. The head movements will increase, but there is no starvation. So that is about the FCFS algorithm. So guys, I hope you understand well. Okay. So thank you so much.